Okay, how you doing, guys? Very quick video on Blender. Okay, I've got my background white here, but we're gonna do this. Okay, hopefully you can see clearly what I'm doing. I've got just a cube here. I've got rid of my camera and light. I've deleted those. I'm gonna add a mesh plane. I'm gonna keep it pretty small and just move it across. I'm gonna drag my cube a bit longer. Okay. I'm going to pull this actually a little bit up. I think I'm going to actually make it even a bit more narrow, so it's like a beam kind of thing. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into. I'm going to basically zoom into my cloth. It's going to be a piece of cloth basically. But this plane, I'm going to go into edit mode. With that selected, the object, I'm going to go to subdivide. I'm going to then click over here where it says number of cuts and type in 40. So 49 I've got there. Okay, just 40. Pretty good. Go back to object mode. Right click on the plane and just go to shade smooth. That'll make it nice and smooth. Now I'm gonna click on the object again. Go back to edit mode. Okay. Click away somewhere. Left click away. Then I'm going to zoom in. We're going to choose some vertices. We're going to choose the edges. So make sure you got the edge selected up here in the top left. I'm going to zoom in. And I'm going to hold down shift and left click to select 4. You'll see what I'm saying about my background being white. I hope you can see that they're clearly low. They're selected and they're orange. I've selected 4 edges here. I'm going to go over to this side now and select another 4 edges like so, or vertices, by holding down shift, as I say, the whole time. And with those selected, I'm going to go over here to the right hand side. Okay, over here. This little one was like a little triangle thing with points on the bottom right hand side. Sorry, over here. Okay, here. Click on this. Okay, here. Then go up to, we've got the plane selected, as you can see here. I'm gonna, where it's under vertex groups, I'm gonna click the plus sign to add a new group. Double click on that, and I'm just gonna call it a name. Let's just call it T. Whatever. What are we gonna call it? T for short. Okay, just giving it a rough name. Now with those vertices selected, I've got those edges there. I'm going to go to click on assign. Now it's assigned those to that. Okay, basically, which is good. Now the next thing we need to do is go back into object mode. With this object still selected now, I'm going to go over to the right hand side over here. With the one that it looks like a little space thingy, a little space planet or something. Go to click on that over here on the right. It's called the physics tab basically. So the other one was the vertices tab, and we added some vertex groups. Now we're going to the this one here, the physics tab. Okay, here. Now we're going to go up to not collision. We're going to go to cloth. Okay. Yes. And we're going to go down where it says quality steps. We're going to up it to 10. Then we're going to go down to, where are we? Let's check where we are. There's a lot of things you can change. You can add wind as well. You can add tension and all kinds of stuff. Okay. I'm going to go down here. Let's check what we've got. Hold on. I'm going to go down. I'm not going to change the stiffness or the tension, shearing, bending. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go all the way down to where we have collisions. Underneath, we've still got the cloth selected, but we're going down to collisions. And I'm going to go down. You can see object collisions is selected. We're also going to click on self collisions. Okay, here, so it doesn't fall through itself. Okay, so we've selected this here, self collisions. Okay, that's done now nicely. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here now. I'm going to select my other group. Hold on one second. Let me just think about that to make sure we've got everything right. Let me just think about that. Hold on, because I know I don't want to forget something here. Oh, we need to go to shape first. No, before we're still going to have our plane selected. Okay, we're going to go to shape. That's very, very important. So shape. Okay, so we've still got the plane selected. Under shape, where it says pin group, of course, I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to select my group of the vertex group that I added from those selected faces that I made into a group. And I'm going to choose it. It's called T, so I'll just click on the T there. That's set now. Okay, now I can click on my beam thing I've made on the left here. This other one, this beam, and I'm going to go to my under the physics tab still. I'm going to click on collision. Okay, just collision. So I've got that selected. Okay, collision. Yeah, and that's enabled basically. So that's what it is, enabled. Okay, so I've just got that enabled. Okay, and I think that should be clicked anyway. So I've got that clicked. Okay, just doing that to make sure. Now I'm going to bring this down a little lower so they're both like on the ground, almost on that level. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this plane, and I'm going to basically drag this across. Okay, so that it's like just basically touching right there on the edge. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm also going to do something. I'm going to, with this selected first, okay, the plane, I'm going to then hold down shift and now click on my last object. In this case there's only 2 objects, and the last one's going to be the parent, don't forget. So I'm going to select on, hold shift and then left click the you know, this one. So first we select the plane, then we hold down shift and then click on the beam. Okay, so they're both selected. Then I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to parent, and I think it should be right if we just go to object. Let's click on object. Now what I'm going to do is you'll see that when I move this around it follows it. Okay, when I apply automatic keyframing, auto keying, this little spot here on the timeline, okay, what you're going to realize is if I click on that, okay, now, well, I'm going to move it slightly. We're moving the, if I just click away for a second, if I click on the beam and move, it's going to move, and add a keyframe here automatically, the yellow one. I'm going to move along, drag on the timeline, and you'll see how that falls down, right, okay, as I go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move this up, and you'll be wondering why it's not following. When I let go, it should follow in a moment. Okay, when I move this in different areas, okay, here I'm just dragging along on the timeline, then I just move this to different places. Okay, I can even probably like turn it a little bit, you know, that should be that. Okay, can go back over here now. It's going a bit crazy, I know, it looks like it's going a bit crazy, but should be okay. Okay, so let's just see. Now that's all done. So with this selected, you'll see the keyframes. If I go back, drag it back. Now if we just go over here, I don't have a camera animation set up, we're just looking at it in the 3D viewport here, but you could animate a camera as well. So if I go in and just press play, if I click away and just press play now, I can even turn off my auto keyframe in this blue thing here. Press play, and yeah, it follows that, and the cloth physics is still you know, assigned. I can move my camera and everything. You can see that follows that along, okay, nicely. Okay, and they're pretty much, it looks like it's pretty much attached to it, right? So yeah, please excuse me for my Windows 10 noises there and stuff. What else I can also do, if I stop this for a second and go back there, I can then also go in, as I say, click on my beam. I can even drag these so these are a bit closer, click away, then just select individual ones, and we can make it a little bit even faster. Where it's a start and end, I'm just going to drag that in a bit on here. You can adjust these, the start and end, just so it finishes about there. The loop. So I'm going to press play. It's going to move a bit faster now. Whoa, you can add wind and all kinds of crazy stuff too. You can see how this would be useful for clothes or anything like that, or heroes, superhero capes or anything, curtains, whatever you want to have. I could add a light if I wanted to in there too. The first time it plays it kind of like loads a bit, you know. Thanks for watching this video, okay? See you again soon.